What's up, my darling MVPs, and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sale with Mimi Shortly Mimi, where you get a gist. I see they do waiting. I see they heart. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the hurts. So yeah, guys, we all saw the Disruptor New and Fahima leave the show, making Taki the lucky one that was selected by the audience. Meanwhile, do not forget, from my previous video, I gisted you all how surprised Taki was, because of course he was not, he does not know about the initial plan. All those pictures you're seeing are the reaction Taki put up when Biggie called him in the diary room after the eviction show. Of course, he was so confused. He was so, he was still thinking in his head, what is really going on? Why did my other two disruptors go and I did not go? Why did Lawrence say others are in for the game? He was all confused until Biggie called him in, and they'll tell him that they happened to put all the disruptor up for votes and he became the lucky one. So all those reactions you saw was what Taki just displayed. If not you, how you go display? Because of course it's actually so surprising. They never saw that coming. In fact, there was no time at the point where they told them that disruptors, there'll be a time where fans would vote them and all of that. So he is actually fully in the game, as Biggie welcomed him and tell him it is now time you play the game for yourself, because of course we all know he has been playing the game for Biggie, because he has been doing things via Biggie's instructions. So right now, whatever game Taki is playing is solely on him, and he was so happy. He was just thanking Biggie. In fact, he was short of words. Meanwhile, it may seem as though tonight's eviction was not favorable for Macjnr, because it is given he is going back to his shell. Remember, he came out of his shell recently, and now Macjnr has just stayed alone ever since the eviction show ended. Baby boy has been on his own, staring at space, thinking a whole lot, because he already know in his innermost mind that he is gonna be up next week. Sorry, it's tomorrow. When I say next week, he's looking so far. So yeah, he already had this feeling that he's gonna be up. So he just isolated himself, as a certified loner that he is. The boys are busy doing their things, even his drink, because Biggie gave them drink, even his drink, someone brought it for him. Meanwhile, talking about Macjnr, there's something Papa Go said about him that I'm like, yo, they were actually having a conversation. He said, weak, tiny man. Because they were having a convo, really, what was her name, Lerato, Makeke, they were like, oh, whatever Macjnr was doing during his reign, why there were a lot of nap during his reign, was because of Fahima wanted it. So they were just making mockery of that, and was laughing over it. And then Ghost labeled him a weak, skinny man. Weak, tiny man in his voice. So I wasn't the one who said so. It's Papa Ghost who said so, that Macjnr is weak, tiny man, as if he is a fat person. Anyways, there's something Makeke said in this conversation. He said all the girls that he has wanted that rejected him has all gone home. That Sammy rejected him, she has gone home. Niyor rejected him, she has gone home. And then Lerato was like, so who do you want now? And he said Liema. So what is he trying to tell us? That Liema will soon go home. Anyways, Liema fans have not found that funny. They were like, oh, so this dude, you really like Liema, that's why you've been nominating her and be saying some things about her. Anyways, guys, it is so funny on the social street right now. Fans are not smiling at all. In all of the happenings, housemates in their group discussing, and there is Yolanda alone upstairs singing away her time, singing, rejoicing on her own. So while that was happening, and then there comes Mitch defending Yolanda. Why? Because Papa Ghost came in to the house, and start complaining that why is this lady always shouting? And Mitch was like, she's doing her thing, nobody is there upstairs, she's a vibey person. She's a happy chap. She's on her own. So for them to know that she is not doing that to actually come for anybody, she is just making herself happy. And people have been hyping Mitch that they need a friend as Mitch. And then Papa Ghost was like, you are just defending this girl. What she's doing is wrong. What if I'm having headache? Blah, 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 blah. And then Mitch was like, we are 22 housemates in this house, and you do not expect everybody to dance to a particular tune because of somebody has this. Everybody have to adjust because it's a public space. Mitch was really defending her in her absence while she was busy singing her, and she was singing, enjoying her mood upstairs while Papa Ghost they para. Meanwhile, I think this Papa Ghost is a bit too stiff. Do you know why I said so? Just when they were coming in, Lerato was just trying to play with him like with her bombs, which there's this quacking that you can do, and he was like, no, I don't want it. What's in the name of stiffness is that one? Like your baby's trying to play with you, you find an issue. In fact, those two, they will quarrel every minute they are quarreling. I think maybe it's clash of their personality because it's actually giving birds with same feather. Anyways, Yolanda, not knowing that his friend just defended her, came downstairs after Biggie announced the housemates that the storeroom is now open. It was actually an alcohol for the housemates. So everybody rushed out to come take some sip. Of course, alcohol keeps the mind, body at ease, especially in a tense, situation. Of course, we all know Sundays actually keep the housemates after eviction. They actually need to reset their game and everything. So young Pappi went to bring the alcohol out, and then Yolanda from downstairs came out. She rushed like, that she would be the one to share the drink this time around. They do not want her to share it. They wanted to collect it from her. She was like, what to make her not to share it? Is she not a human being like them? So while they were trying to drag that, the same Mitch again came to defend and said, you guys allow her share it. That was how Yolanda was able to share the drink for everybody. Everybody now took their drink. So people are like, okay, Mitch is actually showing that he is a great friend, because he later came out to start telling the people outside, that is Sinaye, Taki, Willie, young Pappi, Chwenza, they were trying to talk about it, and then he was like, no, she shared it, everybody got the same thing, did anything change? At least she's happy. So people are like, you see Mitch, they are going to nominate him tomorrow because he has just come out to defend Yolanda, whom most of them do not like. And talking about Yolanda, it may seem as though that girl, she likes this nomination back to back, because once it is Sunday, she would give them the reason why they should mention her name yet again in the diary room. I can't wait for tomorrow's nomination though, because Lawrence already said next eviction is gonna be a power pack. Anyways, guys, let's slide a bit. Jareed is finally having the freedom that he seeks, because of course there is no longer the bodyguard thingy again. He is with else Millie them gang, gisting with them. Liema is on her own now. The Liema fans are so happy. The question is, hope this will last until the game ends. Is Jareed really okay, happy? Is Liema really happy? That is the question. Because people are like, Jareed and Liema are now invisible because they are no longer together. Guys, you think same? That is what netizens are saying, that since they actually gone their separate way, they are no longer doing the tagging along, that they are no longer giving, all of that, they are invisible in the house. Really? While Jareed is there, Liema is on her own here, with Sinaye, Chwenza and co. Meanwhile, talking about giving space, it may seem as though Sinaye and Z are also doing the same, because it's like Sinaye said he needs space right now. I do not get what this is all about. Like, I do not really get what is happening amongst these housemates, Wahala be like bicycle. Like, there is this not really good vibe between Z and Sinaye recently. Maybe they will talk about it later, but I do not know. But it is really not giving, and fans are actually, in fact, the Z fans are happy it is happening, because they do not want Z and Sinaye together. If you look at Liema, you would know she is not really happy, but it is normal, because Jareed has been one person she thinks she has in that house. So I understand her own plight. But for Jareed, he would definitely go, because he has tried to mix in one way or the other. And for those people who are saying they are kind of invisible, I would not blame them, because this is what happens when you just stick to a sheep and you don't get to, interact and flex with other people. At the point they were telling Jareed that they do not see him again like the Jareed they used to know. Talking about that, Jareed was having conversation with Mpumi and Chwenza, and then Mpumi was like, if you make use of this opportunity very well, you can never be forgotten so soon. And then Jareed replied and said, that is why he is always stirring shit up, bro. That was why, he's always saying bro. He said, That is why I'm always stirring shit up, bro. And then Mpumi was like, so am I among the shit you've been stirring up? And then he said no. Something that is obvious you're asking. Of course, which other shit has he stirred up? No, which other shit has Jareed stirred up that is not this triangle brewing between Mpumi, Else, and Else is no longer in the picture again, Mpumi and Liema. That is the only thing that has happened. So which of the shit has he stirred that is not that one? If I did not make sure anyone, please, can you help me list it in the comment section? Because Mpumi asked him and he said no. Meanwhile, trends are not chipping and said, yes, thank God you're even out of it, because we actually missed your vibey self, you know, that you went to go hide one side, meaning that they are happy he's actually free from Liema's bondage. Anyways, guys, we'll see how this plays out. Meanwhile, before they start up this convo, Mpumi is always saying she needed a time alone. She wants to be left alone. She needs to think, you know, that thing is something you barely get in this house. Jareed was like, the only time you get time for yourself is when you're on bed. And then Mpumi was like, and that's not enough, because once you get to your bed, you sleep off that. Sometimes one need time to be awake and think. And then people started saying, oh, you see, Liema is no longer the strategy. You guys are now looking for something else, because they feel like Mpumi is actually regretting her deed, because now there is no Liema to pepper. Because the only interesting thing about Mpumi and Jareed is because they are trying to pepper Liema. And if Liema is no longer into the triangle, it's not going to be interesting. And I do not think Mpumi is ready for all this kind of sheep thingy. I do not think Jareed is also ready for all of that, except maybe when they are drunk, they will do one or two display. Now, I think she needs to think to re-strategize her plan. Wahala. You know, it's giving, sometimes you think you're playing the game perfect. At a point, it's giving, oh, this game is not giving at all. All right, guys, let's continue. Coming from Sinaye's handler, after Lawrence asked Sinaye about the camera, the handler said, we are so sorry. Our guy has never seen camera before. Sinaye the show, snipers for Sinaye. Oh, is that what you guys call his fan base? Snipers. Wow, woo, interesting. All right, guys, if there is one housemate, people, especially the Z fans, are praying, having earnest prayer to leave the house, is young Pappi. She said Pappi is really a loose cannon. Why would he spew something Z told him in secret? I hope Lawrence expose him. Lawrence Malika, please expose. They've been tagging this Lawrence. You guys should free this dude, I beg. They've been tagging this guy back to back. And after this eviction show, they've been coming for him, because why? He did not break the table they want him to break. Please free this dude. It is a production thingy. He will not do anything against the production will. Anyways, what did young Pappi do recently? Even before young Pappi said what he said about Z, you know, they've been saying they do not want to see young Pappi and Z together. But what did young Pappi say? Young Pappi revealed to Willie and Co that Z has a boyfriend outside. You know, the people that had people outside told us, just like Sinaye and young Pappi, who said he has a girlfriend, but we never knew Z had a boyfriend outside until young Pappi revealed it. So it's giving Z is not even safe in the hands of young Pappi, because how would he go tell, you know, the housemate what the girl is keeping secret? You know, maybe if she had come up to this game with, oh, my boyfriend, people will not find interest in her, because Z is amongst the top people find interest in. So she actually know why she hid that part, and now young Pappi has come to reveal it. So people are coming for young Pappi. They said even if young Pappi is standing with Ballet, though they want Ballet to go, but they will vote Ballet and make sure young Pappi goes. I don't laugh tire. Guys, I don't laugh tire. The social space is indeed a fun place. I'm not going to lie. If you're having a rough day, just go to the social space. All right. Adedoyin said, production team are definitely on colors. Liema is not beating the PP, that is production pet allegation, I fear. Now, you see that thing I spoke about the eviction show, where I said the production flopped up by actually playing a TikTok video. I thought I was the only one who saw that. People are complaining. People are really complaining. They are asking, did you guys make this show for Liema? Z Dominator said TikTok videos to the campaign Mpumi production pet agenda is Liema's aunt, the owner of Big Brother. Now they are calling Else and Mpumi side chick. They said, oh, see people, they were called side chick on national TV. That is not good at all. I think that's a mistake and it shouldn't happen again. Kylie said, who told me to go and watch that live eviction after just waking up? One thing I hate is open display of bias with no fear. Lawrence Malika, let me leave it out here that you will crumble, Sha. And they are tagging this dude. Lawrence, go here. He's actually seeing what Ebuka see during Baby Niger. At this rate, production would never let Liema and Jareed break up. It is their only contest, so I don't blame them. Continue milking Liema, even if her mental health is at stake. Now, this is a Liema stand. That is to show you guys that thing that was done on national TV, bringing a TikToker who is joining Jareed and what's her name, Liema, in holy matrimony in their absence. No, that was really wrong. That was really wrong. I think they would even regret it immediately they did that. But anyways, it is what it is. The game is the game. Right now, you see this game in the house. It is survival of the fittest. If you get strength, you continue the game. We would see who will be beaten on this game and who would win this game. That is just the aim. We would see to the very end. Anyways, guys, me, I want to drop my voice right here to see you guys later. I am leaving the rest for you guys in the comment section. Let's operate. Bye for now, babies.